Makadi Vanavangu, come closer to the fire tonight. The moon is shining softly above the village. The fire crackles gently beneath the stars. And tonight, I want to tell you a true story from my childhood. The day we got lost looking for firewood. Vanavangu. Those were different days. Back then, there was no electricity in our village. Cooking was done using firewood. Every few days, the women and girls from the village would gather together and go into the forest to collect firewood. It was not just work. It was also a time for talking, laughing, and sharing stories. One afternoon, a group of us prepared for the journey. Among them were my twin sister, our neighbor friend, and me. We left carrying ropes and axes. The sun was warm, the birds were singing, everyone was in good spirits. We walked down to the river and crossed over into the forest. The older women always gave us the same warning: stay together, do not wander away. The forest is large, you can easily get lost. But Vanavangu, young people do not always listen. We were full of energy. We walked faster. Then we started racing deeper into the forest. We reached a path we had used before, thinking everyone was following us. But the rest of the group had taken a different route, where there was more firewood. They shouted our names. They called again and again, but we were too busy talking and running. We heard nothing. When we finally stopped and looked around, the forest was silent. No voices, no women, no grandmothers, no villagers, only trees. My heart became uneasy. Where is everyone? I asked. We began walking back, but we missed each other. The deeper we searched, the more confused we became. Fear began creeping into our hearts. The shadows seemed darker. Every sound made us jump. What if we met a hyena? What if a leopard appeared? Nobody was laughing. Meanwhile, back on the other side of the forest, the women had discovered we were missing. Panic spread through the group. Nobody cared about collecting firewood anymore. Everyone began searching, calling our names, walking through the trees, looking behind bushes, listening for our voices. The older women became worried. What if something had happened to the children? As the sun moved lower in the sky, the fear grew on both sides. The forest slowly became darker. The birds began returning to their nests. Evening was coming. My twin, our friend, and I finally made a decision. Instead of wandering deeper into the forest, we would return to the river crossing. At least we knew where that was, so we left the forest and walked back to the riverbank. There we sat quietly, tired, hungry, scared, waiting. Then suddenly, we heard familiar voices. The women had found us. The relief was enormous. Everyone was happy we were safe, but they were also very angry. That evening, we all walked home together. And do you know something funny? Nobody had collected much firewood. The women spent the whole afternoon looking for us. Everyone returned home almost empty-handed. The children lowered their heads, the adults shook theirs, and the whole village heard the story. Vanavangu. Sometimes confidence can become carelessness. Wisdom is not only knowing the way. Wisdom is staying with those who know the way. Uyayizwe ndodha yekokana. Uyayizwe ndodha yekokana. Iti sigenge, sigege kaipi, kaipa kazana, zuno ziva, zokwanangu. If you enjoyed tonight's story, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell me, have you ever gotten lost? I would love to hear your story. Until next time, Rarais Vakanaka Vanavangu. Good night.